Good morning, everyone. Welcome to VRIC, and I just hats off to our host, Jay. You've done a phenomenal job, exceeding every year. I'll get right into it. I've got 10 minutes here. I've got a forward-looking statement. So look, I've got 10 minutes to tell you about Dolly Varden, and I need a lot more time than that. So we've got a booth. Please come visit us and we can get into the details of what makes this company what I think is a top 5 silver name. And what I'm going to do today is I'm not going to talk to you about a lot of details about grades. I'm going to talk to you about what our vision is. I'm going to talk to you about where the project is and what we're trying to build. But I'm going to start by saying I've been coming here for the last 5 years. And this has been a tough environment for junior companies. What I've been able to do with Dolly Varden, the team, the project, our shareholders, is every year I come, the share price is higher, there's more money in the treasury, the market cap is larger, and we've identified more metal in the ground. So this is one of the few success stories in our industry over the last few years, and the reason for that is it's the address. We're in the Golden Triangle. You're going to hear a lot of companies talk to you about how great their areas are, and there's some incredible parts of the planet that have really rich deposits. But this is the richest 20 kilometers on planet Earth for gold and silver. If I drew a circle around Seabridge and Newmont, that's it. The richest 20 kilometers on the planet. And until 30 years ago, it was not accessible. So if you go back 100 years, this is where minerals were first discovered here. In the first 100 years, there was only 5 million ounces of gold discovered. The last 30 years, 150 million ounces of gold. Think about that. 100 years, 5 million. Last 30 years, 150 million. I've had incredible leaders come before me, people like Bob Quartermain, who built Silver Standard, and then took the Brucejack project out of Silver Standard, took it into production, and now Newmont owns it. Newcrest had bought it for $3 billion. These are the best rocks on the planet, and they're in our backyard. We don't have to travel all around the world. This is Canadian dollars. We can drive there. We can fly there. It's accessible by tidewater. Companies are appreciating in this neighborhood. It's all about the rocks. These are the biggest. 10 times the amount of silver in the Golden Triangle than Nevada. And it just started. It just started. So that's the key. It's where we are. Now, it's all about the team. Now, my friend, fellow director, technical advisor, Rob McLeod, he's a third-generation miner from Stewart. We've got a competitive advantage. We know the terrain. We know the communities. Okay, we've got social license. The CFO, the former CFO for Coeur, for Hecla, who does Dolly Varden want to be when they grow up? We want to be a top 10 silver entity. So we've got executives that ran the top 10 silver equities on our board of directors. I've got a great team. I've got Michael Hendrickson from Newmont. The team's important when you're pre-revenue. It's the people that attract the capital. It's the people that drive the business. So I've got the lawyers, the accountants, the engineers, the geologists. It's a great team. So this is the foundation. Now, last year, as I said, we were 75 cents. Friday, we closed at $1. A year ago, we were 75 cents. Friday, we were $1. We got up to $1.40, as you can see on the chart. So if you buy into the idea that silver's going higher, this is one of the best vehicles for silver. It tracks silver extremely well. Now, we've attracted Hecla, America's #1 silver miner. They're a 12% shareholder. The reason I'm here is because Hecla made a hostile takeover attempt, and a good friend of mine kept the company independent. I came in here to support him. And so what I've done is I've brought in other institutions like Fidelity, brought in Eric Sprott. So today, the company has $32 million to go and execute our business plan. We've got research coverage. This is a stock that trades. A lot of these companies, you can buy them, but you can't sell them. Dolly trades. I've built a must-own company. It trades, it's high grade, it's got a big inventory, and that's why the price is moving up. So we got great shareholders. I could get on a conference call with 7 of them, and they own maybe 80% of the stock. So there's alignment. They understand why this business is so rewarding is because it's so difficult. And listen, there's easier ways to make money. Mining's not one of them, but it's why it's so rewarding. Okay, I've got my 15-year-old in the front row, and he sees how hard we have to work to move these companies forward. He sees it all day, every day, whether you're driving to soccer practice and the phone doesn't stop, and the work doesn't stop. It's 7 days a week. It's 16 hours a day. He gets it. So I'm not going to talk to you too much about why silver, but let me tell you this. I've been around gold for 21 years. It's in my blood. It goes back generations. It was the ideas of gold and what gold is a store of value. I get it. My dad got it. My grandfather gets it. He gets it. Now, silver. Why? I'm using silver to get more gold. Because 100 years ago, 10% of silver was used in industry. And what's really interesting, a few decades ago, 2/3 of silver was used in photography. That industry's gone away. But it's been replaced. Today, 55% of silver is used by industry. So I've got a great project, but it's important for you to understand this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity from the standpoint that we've got deficits annually for the last 4 years to the tune of about 250 million ounces a year. That's why the price has doubled. I came into Dolly when silver was $16. Okay, and one of the reasons we've been successful is that metal's moving in the right direction. So this is going to continue. I could see a further doubling of the silver price. You need to understand my vision, my strategy, my business model. It's very, very simple. Tier 1 asset, high grade, and growing the mineral inventory, de-risking the project. We want real ounces, we want mineable ounces. People talk about in mining, they talk about metallurgy being binary. What does that mean? It means, can you liberate the metal from the rock? Community relations is binary. Can you advance your project? I'm in a community where there's 85% unemployment. They want this mine more than I want this mine. So we're one of the largest employers of the Nisga'a. We're in Northwest BC. We have certainty. Look, we've had left-leaning NDP governments in BC. They've permitted projects. They've brought in infrastructure. Mining's been occurring here for 100 years. It's going to occur here for the next 100 years. We've got great partners. This was the richest silver mine in the British Empire. It was Canada's 3rd largest silver mine, so there's a rich history of production. We've got excellent infrastructure. Not only is Hecla a shareholder, not only did they make a hostile takeover attempt, they also surround our land position. Now, there's an exciting company at this conference called Goliath. And Goliath has made a discovery on our western borders. And I celebrate Goliath because it's like a neighbor that keeps up their house, that makes good additions to their home. It increases the value of my company, and it shows the prospectivity of the area. It goes back to what I told you about the best rocks in the world. Go look at Goliath's recent drill results. Roger's doing a phenomenal job, driving a lot of value for shareholders. And again, when a major like a Newmont or an Agnico or a mid-tier producer like a Hecla, they don't want to be here for a year or a decade. They want to make an investment for a century. And with discoveries like Goliath, with the mineral inventory that we have, and with the large land package, it's got that type of growth and prospectivity. So Dolly Varden's rare. I've studied silver projects all over the world. I've got a database of 345 silver projects. To me, this is a top 5, and I'll tell you why. It's high grade, it's pure silver, it goes to surface, and it's wide. It was a mine, and I think it will once again be a mine. So, look, we've got a team that we empower. Amanda Bennett, young geologist, came into the area, came into the company, March 15th, 2021. We were a tiny little company. She had an idea. She said, Sean, I think the Wolf vein is open. I need to drill it. And now there were people within the company that said, oh, I don't know, there's that sedimentary cap, there's a cover, we're drilling blind. I encouraged Amanda to move from Calgary to Vancouver, and I said I'd get behind her and her ideas, so we let her drill the hole, and she hit. And sometimes in this business, when you work really hard, you get lucky. We got lucky, and we hit a very, very big, high-grade vein. It's getting wider, richer, intensifying. It's now gone from this little tiny surface expression. We've got 1.1 kilometers of strike length. It's high-grade, it's wide. But something special happens in exploration. When two mineral systems come together, you have an opportunity for really, really big numbers. So look, not only do we have silver, if you look at some of these gold numbers, 100-meter intercepts of 5-gram gold, 50 meters intercepts of 9-gram gold, 25 meters of 46 grams of gold. Not only is it a top 5 silver company, we've got the best gold drill results in the Golden Triangle last 3 years running. I've got 25 drill holes pending. Those results are coming imminently. We're cashed up for a really big program. And we've got a resource, 140 million ounces in the ground. We've done a lot of drilling since that resource. Last thing I'll leave you with. This is 5 years. Judge us on the value we've driven. I've raised $122 million. We've done 150,000 meters of drilling. The share price is moving in the right direction. I think we're 45% on sale from where we were on October 21st. It's a great time to look at Dolly Varden. Thank you.